fast forward, you come over watching you saw how say a GH Politics Avenue. Political stories are trying to be making headlines. And a Jumbo and EDV Exum, a wax, and Indian young brush, you must say, and a Kanya. Best also between subscribe to the channel, hit on notification bell, share. Now for France, so insert into me and Kabi. And I would like you show. Now, after what you may leave your comment constructively under the comment section of Amami. Now, boy, I'm interactive. Now, this point in time, political trainer to Egypt Tonya some go to Accra. Mammy foul in Remway, bra, Hawa Koomson Australia. Now, female MPP communicators, any Nana ya Jantua Asia, na enyak some go to Accra. Na Komoko Pimon and some Mukanian say, Ohe Hawa Koomson. Na appointment and another Danko for a demand as you know. Fisheries and Aquaculture Minister no Obayuma Yipa and Yaksam Kotwa. Now, Ohe Nana, I beg your pardon, JDM, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, episode Yigaram see free ho, now what the other alternative source of livelihood, it me, Eddie Ban and Mebuno, I'll make I'm seeing, see Google I'm seeing now, Omonsa, everything I call manano. And ye, Omodia. Na onko hu Hawa Koomson. Na when it comes to fishery, ma many born homodin pa ntinkam mabunu bia why na dwen say nko boko kwaye mu so akwa ye you know can I say fish pond ya de ho afu ni de enka ma me no ye man appointment as consultant for fisheries and aquaculture. There's the appointment in the manner opeso koye fish pond na wako maame no ho na akodie entity adwenkyere na afi se monko na obehia na wako hu maame no na kwasa kakra ma no so odi akwakoye efu na ye jantoa atinte to kokko agumu so a enya asim go to akra oni ye munrem no agasa do asim num score me da say so wajemre e wa say I say GH Politics Avenue.
I remember fisheries, the Fisheries Commission under the Honorable Hawa, one of the best fisheries ministers we've ever had, decided that there should be a focus on aquaculture because it's not every Ghanaian who is near the sea. So aquaculture for food and jobs was introduced into inland forest communities. She has the templates. I'm sure the ministry also has it, where a grant of 30,000 was given to youth so that you could get infrastructure for aquaculture and some fingerlings. I don't know how far advanced the process is, but that's an area that we could consult Honorable Hawa Koomson for her template so that she can use it to generate, support the government to generate income for communities. Reduce unemployment so that the galamsey which are please you said we shouldn't interrupt you, so don't interrupt me.
We are in trouble.
Let's do that because this country belongs to all of us. If somebody is on the other side and you think the person is good and has a template, talk to her, ask her for advice, and let's look at the common good. We are looking for jobs for the youth, especially in gold mining areas, so that at least they can earn more than the 200 and 100 that they get. That's all I want to say.
Right,
and I love Rodling for mentioning alternative life.
Gloria, I wish we could go on a little further because there are things that, especially Rodling has said that would have been great for this discussion. But unfortunately, that's all our time. I'll just read a couple of messages before we wrap up the segment. We couldn't even talk about the OSP.
No, please. I just want to make a statement. You see, your panel people that you bring here, I'm not their student, so they shouldn't come and shout me. I won't tolerate that.
We can talk about it.
You cannot shout on me. You can do it other people, not me. I'm telling you. It is not about presidential stuff.
It's okay.
We need ethics.
Madam, be careful with
don't interrupt others.
I'm telling you, don't bring presidential stuff at you.
That's our time. We have to go.
Ethics.
I'm telling you, you can't come here and shout. I'm not your student.
And respect.
My lady,
make my point. It's
my lady,
1 minute.
Please.
Speaking from what Auntie Gloria said, that she gave somebody money and she feels that they make about 100 cedis and things. I think that government should then use those people to fill up the pits. 100 cedis, I'm sure, is going to cost us a lot more to do that.
That's a suggestion that Nanaya will take back to the president.
Brilliant.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you, ladies.
Brilliant. And what's wrong with that?
To be a
She's one of the best ministers. Go and get her template.
I did not see
and
that
thank her when you get it.
But thank you, ladies, for your contributions this morning.
Full of dead bodies. 2024 election.
You know what?
Died.
We're going to be right back. You're watching TV3 New Day. If you haven't dialed *439#, please do so now. All right. I want to tell our viewers about Woodin. Okay, let's talk about Woodin. All right. Celebrate style with irresistible style with Woodin. If you're looking to buy African fabric, please by Woodin. Also, we've got an irresistible happy hour at the 1-to-1 bar inside the Mervyn Pick Ambassador Hotel in Accra. Week 1 is from the 14th to the 20th. We've got refreshing cocktails, 1-to-1 bar at the Mervyn Pick Ambassador Hotel. The offer is you buy one, you get one free selected cocktail. The prices, of course, are based on the selected cocktails that you get. All right, so swing by the Mervyn Pick Ambassador Hotel, get Aperol Spritz, Strawberry Mojito, Godfather, Godmother between the sheets, weekdays between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. and weekends from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Reservations, you can call 020-433-3136 or 030-261-1000 for your reservation. Swing by the 1-to-1 bar at Mervyn Pick Ambassador Hotel. When we come back, we'll cash out, all right? Under past administrations, due to unchecked illegal mining activities. This move signals a renewed commitment to environmental justice and accountability. The perpetrators of this environmental crime must not go unpunished. The law must take its full course and serve as a deterrent. Ghana deserves so much better. All right. Now, let's not get it wrong. Everyone here is a politician. All your guests are politicians. Why complain about politicization when the panel itself is constituted on political lines? And to that, I'll share a common refrain which we often get, that all Ghanaians are politicians. And so every conversation you have will be from a person's point of view, sometimes because of their politics. Hello now, I'm so sorry to see our ladies talking across each other. The reason I enjoy Thursdays is that the ladies are not like the men. They don't shout. We listen to them and we understand what they are saying and go away informed. And that's from Sandra sending that in. Okay, more messages coming in. This is a group chat with a lot of back and forth, but I'll try to source some of the messages which will make sense by themselves. Now, Rodlin is always so calm, but she makes her point. Nanaya is back and we love her submissions, but she should not allow herself to be incensed by political statements. Okay. All right. And I'll just read one more and then I'll come back to you, Rodlin, I beg your pardon, as we are all calm now. Now, our good professor should please calm down so that we understand what she's saying without any contradiction about being political. When you start with politics, you can't say that don't be political. All right. Rodlin,
yes, I was just saying that it's time for us to look at it in a different way. Fight this galamsey right at the doorstep of those that are actually feeling it. If we start having visuals being shown of all the defects that this galamsey is creating in the mining areas, people sometimes change their minds about certain issues. The fact that you're making money, but you see a visual that shows that your child not having eyes, your child being born with 10 fingers, your child having a defect head or whatever, can inform people to start actually fighting against this thing. We should also find ways and means of bringing alternative employments for them. And I think that this is the one thing that we should be doing more of, the alternative forms of employment. Yes, forms of employment. Because young people go into those places because they need some form of livelihood. So if we have decided, there are government policies that are coming out now in agriculture. So can we use those kinds of things to bait the young people and all those other unemployed people to
grow 24? Yes,
grow 24 and all that. And at the end of it all, we should look at the way the food basket. Let the villagers see, let Ghanaians see the effects of the food, the water we are drinking. everything that we discuss about the ills of Galamsey, we just sit here, we talk about it, and people are not seeing the visuals. And therefore, they think that it's not that bad. We should be shown those visuals. The medical, the health ministry must come out with some documentaries, which should be played every time to remind Ghanaians that this is what Galamsey is doing to us. And we must stop it. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be very difficult as we sit to stop it completely, unless government decides that they are going to ban it. And even that, we still have some recalcitrant ones who are doing it in the night. And you can't continue policing. And the very people that you would expect to go in there and stop it, that's the military and the police that we send, they're human, just like us. At the end of the day, they also get involved in it. Because some of the things that we read, some are being protected by military men. You understand?
So, let's assume that the people in these mining communities do not know the health effects of Galamsey, assuming they don't know, and for which these outreaches would, bring them that education. They see very regularly their children, their husbands, their brothers, their neighbors die in pits. And this is not a deterrent enough. We see, well, as of last night alone, we saw on television, and I think that's what you were referring to.
It's a horror story.
30 people, about 30 people, because the district chief executive was not sure of the number, but he said about 30 people trapped in a pit. Only 4 of them had been removed. 3 of them were dead. And when help had come to help remove them from the pits, the people in the community were not allowing them to remove them from the pit for reasons which we don't know. I think we are yet to be updated on what their reasons are. So if this is not deterrent enough, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I know. Questions. You know why it's not deterrent enough?
Why is that not deterrent enough? And would their knowing about birth defects deter them anymore? Shouldn't we, isn't it like you said, it's time for action? Ban it. Isn't it time for action that will just prevent in the short term, if you like,
so in
these activities altogether?
The deterrent part of it. Most of the people in the mining area don't even belong. They don't come from those areas. They come from all
elsewhere.
So you don't even have any attachment to those who are in the pits. You don't. Some of them, you don't know them. They just come and they are
But a lot of them are from the communities too.
And you know the beliefs? The more people die in the pits, the more gold you get. That's the belief.
That's what I was going to
you
say.
see, so those kinds of things are there. It's a cultural belief that the more people die in the pit, then the more gold you are going to make. And they kill themselves there. Yeah. They kill themselves. They sacrifice other people to be able to get the gold because that's their belief. So maybe if you're able to come out, this thing is stretching. It's now going towards the northern part of this country. And for us, we have a bigger problem. Because if it gets to the Black Water and all that, then it means that we are finished because already we don't have water. You understand? And already we are in the Sahel zone.
I'll come back.
So the point is that. So the point is, Auntie, go down.
Yeah, finished.
I don't want interruptions. You see, the point is that.
She doesn't want interruptions.
It's okay.
Because I don't want you to interrupt me.
And she interrupted me. Okay.
It's okay.
Because if you say things which are not true, I will interrupt you. You see,
in your opinion,
at the back of what, can you let me speak? Let me say good morning to Auntie Marietta Brew this morning, the legal counsel to the president. Auntie, how are you? You see, I was talking earlier about having conversations and engaging the communities. And you were telling me that you think that we've had enough engagements. But this is exactly what Auntie Rosalind is saying. And whatever is saying, we are on the same level. You see, the communities have their own cultural practices. And even when a baby is born deformed, they will tell you that this is not the first time, it's a curse. They either do something to the baby or... Do you get me? So to them, it is not anything. But on the point where Madam said that the
I have a name. My name
I don't know
Gloria.
your name.
Okay.
I'm
Gloria.
Okay, Madam Gloria. The point where she said that the NDC told people that they should not adhere to what the government of the day. I mean, it is so my dear, logically, me having gone to school long, logically, if that is what the people listen to and they cost the NDC, MPP, they won the election in 2020. Unless they are telling us they didn't win. Because they keep complaining that the NDC went to tell the people that they shouldn't adhere to the ban. And that the NDC were told the people they lost the communities, the mining communities, because the NDC went there. Did the NDC win? Did the NDC win in 2020? If that argument was that deep, and if that argument was well taken, why did the NDC lose in 2020? When you show that list, whose names were there? The list that you showed. You see, this Galamsey thing is not about a party thing. It is it's Ghana. Look at the people. Look at the demographics. Look at the people, the list that you put up. Did you see NDC people? The MPP keeps saying, I thought that they have even abandoned.
Can we talk of the livelihood?
I thought that they have
solution,
they have abandoned this platform. I don't know why they are back here in another form.
Nobody is back.
Do you get me?
I'm not representing. I'm representing
Gloria is
myself.
here as a legal practitioner and a lecturer.
You know, talking of alternatives.
Madam, don't interrupt me. I don't like what you are doing.
But you did that to me.
I am telling don't interrupt
I have
me.
something to say.
If you have something to say,
I'll give you the final word.
Because I think you made a good point, Rodlin.
I'll give you the final word.
Everybody knows about it. Why didn't you start with that one? And you started talking about NDC.
Please, can we show respect on this platform?
What respect?
Please come back to your point. Come back to your point.
What is the meaning of this? Speak to your point, and I'll speak to mine.
When she started, she gave respect to a whole party.
And I'll also
don't interrupt me.
Wow, what is that?
So the point is that how can you come sit here and talk about a party that went to the gala? The NPP have been saying it all along, but that is not the focus. Did it change anything? The allegations, they cannot even give us evidence to show that ABCD. They went around with doctored videos and doctored tapes. And they keep talking about me under your watch. The situation has escalated. It has become so bad because when you compare our river bodies in 2014, 2015, 2016, and now, see the difference. I didn't think that today, in this civilization that we are, and the way Ghana is going, anybody will go back and talk about this. When we are serious here, talking about how to deal with Galamsey. Do you get me? When we are serious, when Galamsey is affecting us, Galamsey is affecting Ghanaians. And this is what somebody is saying, that the NDC went to tell the people in the communities that they should not adhere to the ban. Who is, at that time, NDC was not in power. So if government machinery was really serious about dealing with it, what would NDC, the whole NDC machinery, the party, everybody went to the communities to tell them? To what avail? Because they were not in power. So what did the government do? With all the interventions, the Professor Frimpong Boateng report even indicted MPP. And he was the chairman of the committee that was fighting Galamsey. He indicted his own party. And you are now coming to sit here to tell us that the NDC said, I mean, it is so infantile. That kind of argument is mundane. It has no basis whatsoever.
Can I talk about
Do you get me? It is so infantile that you come and sit here today and talk about NDC telling people.
Can I talk of alternative livelihoods?
Please hold on. Please land for me.
Do you get me? You knew about alternative livelihood and you came to talk about NDC here. When you came, did you hear anybody talking party? We are all trying to find a solution as women that we are concerned. You came and come to talk about party. So if Auntie Rhoda didn't talk livelihood, she didn't know that she should talk livelihood. I mean, what kind of life is this?
It's okay. Please land for me. Are you done?
Good.
Okay.
Now, talking of the economy and alternative livelihoods, you know, after saying that it should not be politicized and giving a history and talking of my research, the next one is alternative livelihoods. I gave 50 Ghana cedis to a young man in my village, and he told me that if I go to Galamsey today, I'll get more than that. So I wanted to know how much they get. They don't get that much. Some get 100, some get 200. And I'm like, is there no alternative livelihood? I remember fisheries, the Fisheries Commission under the Honorable Hawa, one of the best fisheries ministers we've ever had, decided that there should be a focus on aquaculture because it's not every Ghanaian who is near the sea. So aquaculture for, you know, food and jobs was introduced into inland forest communities. She has the template. I'm sure the ministry also has it, where a grant of 30,000 was given to youth so that you could get infrastructure for aquaculture and some fingerlings. I don't know how far advanced the process is, but that's an area that we could consult Honorable Hawa for her template so that she can use it to generate, you know, support the government to generate income for communities. Reduce unemployment so that the Galamsey which are please, you said we shouldn't interrupt you, so don't interrupt me.
We are in trouble.
Let's do that because this country belongs to all of us. If somebody is on the other side and you think the person is good and has a template, talk to her. Ask her for advice and let's look at the common good. We are looking for jobs for the youth. Jobs for the youth, especially in gold mining areas, so that at least they can earn more than the 200 and 100 that they get. That's all I want to say.
Right,
and
I
love Rodling for
thank you so much,
mentioning alternative livelihoods.
Gloria, I wish we could go on a little further because there are things that, especially Rodling has said that would have been great for this discussion. But unfortunately, that's all our time. I'll just read a couple of messages before we wrap up this segment. We couldn't even talk about the OSP.
No, please. I just want to make a statement. You see, your panel people that you bring here, I'm not their student, so they shouldn't come and shout me. I won't tolerate that.
We can talk about it.
You cannot shout on me. You can do it with other people, not me. I'm telling you, it is not about presidential stuff.
It's okay.
We need ethics.
Madam, be careful with
don't
you.
interrupt others.
Don't bring presidential stuff like you.
That's our time. We have to go.
Ethics.
I'm telling you, you can't come here and shout. I'm not your student.
And respect.
My ladies,
please.
My ladies,
1 minute.
Please.
Into way and some whole team course or channel no so man what is what you remember had a sense of bad in the adum be adum any. Only I send shame not in for the cheesy and science.